Hey John. Yeah, it's great that you're experimenting with all this stuff. So just a few suggestions and comments. So for the first thing, I would definitely try to incorporate some of the suggestions from last week if you get a chance. So the second thing is well, I'm just not seeing the shadow you're talking about. So yeah, you just might want to clue me in where it is. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. I would also try to create a background and appropriate background with something food related. The color and the background really don't seem to be too food related. Remember that the client, the really highlight of this project and what the client wants is mainly the caricature. So you don't want to add extra stuff like a ballerina that doesn't relate. So I mean, just think if this was an ad or a promotional poster or something. You really do want to stick within the specs. So I would get rid of the ballerina. I would also simplify the text a little bit. I would not add this food swan. And I would put the text, each word on a different layer. Then you have, you can just move stuff around more. You're not stuck with it, being in one place. Also, I would suggest not overdoing the warp. It just ends up looking a little bit canned and standard. So, I mean, I know I keep showing you these, but just to illustrate the text on different layers, and it's placed in the negative space. Centered text looks kind of static in general. It's better to not use complete symmetry all the time. And again, if you will just have a lot more, you'll just be able to do a lot more with text if you put each word on a different layer. And again, he changed the name of this, but he lost a lot of points for that because it's one thing to just change a little bit of the name, but to change the entire concept, is going to represent a pretty big point deduction. So you mentioned a plan B, so it'd be great if you could post that. So overall, I would get rid of this. I would, I'm just going to turn all this stuff, I'm going to turn back on the white layer. I'm just going to turn all this stuff off right off the bat here. I would make the caricature a lot bigger. And again, I'm going to put all these in a folder like I think I showed you before. Let's see. So again, I'm going to transform it. And again, I'm not going to keep doing this every week. I'm probably boring everyone. But so again, this needs to be the highlight here, not all the other stuff. And I will be posting a tutorial about how to create this cast shadow, perspective cast shadow. It really is easy to do, and it really works to ground the caricature. But first of all, need to spend some time with a background image. Again, it's okay to use images, but be sure to work with them in some way. You don't just want to stick an image in there that's something you found online. In terms of a strong portfolio piece, because it's just not your own image. And the more original you get with this stuff, the stronger of a portfolio piece you're going to have. So that being said, with this being larger, I would probably just add the text. I mean, once you figure out an image, could be probably even a little bit bigger, right? But again, you could add the text up here in the negative space. And he's already kind of pointing up there because the direction of the sandwich is pointing the eye up this way, and so are these olive eyes. So something over here in regards to text would really work out well. So again, I made suggestions about the can. I'm not going to force you to change it, but I think it is a little complicated. I did post some notes with, to why people lost points and why, like certain reasons why they did and certain things that worked out good. Again, she spent a lot of time creating this background. So, and again, even though the text doesn't work, they spent a lot of time creating this background. There's problems with it. It wasn't a perfect score. This too, he spent a lot of time, not perfect. And again, kind of a cool caricature, right? But the background really doesn't help, and neither does the text. So again, really cool caricature, but the background and text kind of dominated a little bit. So anyway, same here. Cool caricature, really great ideas, but the background just not working so great, or the text. Okay, so anyway, I hope you found this useful. Yeah, because I just want to see the I want to see you create a strong portfolio piece, because you've got a really cool idea here. It's really, it's really pretty awesome. So yeah, hope you found this helpful.